I was like, oh my goodness. It was just so much going on. Your man couldn't keep up. This person was fighting with that person was fighting with this person.
1 hour later.
He was going crazy, but Vaughn showed and proved that was real dope if you ask me. He went crazy. It's like 92 tracks. They got
3 hours later.
Going crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you. So to me, you know, hip hop was the biggest winner. Everybody was having the fun. Everybody was enjoying themselves, man. It was
2,000 years later.
So much. The blogs was eating. The reactors was going crazy. Nobody could keep up. Daylight waved the white flag. I don't know what's going on, man, but hip hop definitely won, man. I'm
You still talking about this damn battle?
Time. Yes.
If you don't shut up.
I think the coast is clear for me to give y'all my unfiltered and unbiased opinion on the hip hop battle royale of 2025. First thing first, I think the biggest winner is hip hop. Shout out to hip hop for taking the biggest W, man. During 2023, it was looking kind of crazy. They was down hip hop. They was saying it's over. They was saying we was cooked. But ever since the Like That verse, it's been up. And this battle was a testament to the new reset, right? There's a new reset that happened, and I feel as though you got to come with it now. It's really funny how a certain group of people wasn't really involved because it ain't about poppy, catchy hooks. It's about bars. Right?
Bar guy!
Ask me personally, hip hop was the biggest winner, but I have no loser. I have no clear loser. I don't think anybody lost. I think everybody that participated won in their own little way. I kind of have it like 1A, 1B, 1C. So my 1A winner, let me tell y'all who I thought won the biggest out of anybody. The first person I can say that everybody agreed upon that came with it was Kai Cash.
I feel like Jalen Brunson. Talking about Knicks and 6. Sending them boys to Cancun, we gonna give them expensive trips.
Shout out to Kai Cash, man. He had my favorite song in this entire battle. It's a song that I actually keep going back to, and it's Knicks and 6.
Your freshman year helping you get closer to God, heathen. It's time to put the game on. Stay warm. We can turn Vaughn to Trayvon and go without conviction.
If you ask me, Kai Cash, out of all of the bias that's going on around right now, you see the West Coast bias, see the East Coast bias, you see it. You got Rory and Maul saying this, you got Gina Views and DJ Head saying this, right? You got all the West Coast people chirping about this. Academics came out and sided with Joey. Now the Kendrick fans are trying to hate on Joey because of Academics, and it's starting to become something totally different. But out of all of that bias and weird fan standemonium, the one thing I've seen crooked eye
liking all kind of shit that allows me to like Knicks and 6. That Kai Cash kid, I had never heard of him before that.
Was that
shit is fire.
Yeah, it was. Shout out to that brother.
I do want to play Kai Cash for at least a couple bars because he went crazy. This is Knicks and 6.
The one thing I've seen, Rory and Maul, all of them, they all agreed on Kai Cash doing his damn thing. To me, Knicks and 6 is my favorite song. I keep going back to it. Oh my goodness. How you go to the top and leave? You should have fought more Bob than weed.
You in a war zone, Robert Lee. Just stay clear of the bombs and beams. I got time today and tomorrow, even it ain't no problem for me.
Ooh! That boy came to play, so I am now a fan, and I'm excited to see where his career goes. So if you just look at it, the one name that keeps popping up on a positive note is Kai Cash. So I think Kai Cash is definitely my 1A. Now, my 1B is Joey Badass.
No matter what stage they put you on, you still assed out. The thirst for attention is sad. Nothing you could say could take away that such shit you said on Vlad.
Now, I know some of y'all gonna say, that's that East Coast bias. That's that East Coast bias. Man, listen, after Justin reacted to my video, the City of Gimmicks, or whatever video that was where I was going in on Joey for coming out about saying he the king of New York or the New York thing, but he the one that left. Like, ever since that, New York has been going hard on me. New York rappers have jumped in and said, I'm here. New York rappers have been in my comment section, have been in my DMs, like, we right here. You don't know what you're talking about, right? New York has been, they disowned me. New York has disowned me. So I've been in the South for about 15, 16 years now. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm a Southerner now, right? Half my life in New York, half my life in the South. So I really want to see a South Carolina artist get on. So before y'all start saying bias, go look at some of my other previous videos. I always try to keep it unfiltered, unbiased. The West Coast here, West Coast on my shirt, right? We got Nipsey with Tyler back here. I'm unbiased. I really don't have no skin in the game. I actually see how all regions are lame with their whole woe is me mentality, but that's another video for another day. Joey won to me because I didn't have him winning at the beginning of this year. Sorry Not Sorry, freestyle, the ruler's back, all of that was lackluster to me. Because to me, that was like the pregame. But ever since the Spiral freestyle, Joey's moments, Joey's performance has been better to me personally. I think he had the bigger pops.
We throw hands like Ray, man. You ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man. You need an optician just to see Ray-Bans.
If it was in the room in a battle rap arena, I think with the beat, I think Joey had the bigger pops. I think he had the bigger one-liners, right? The TD East line, that worked, and then he turned it into a LLC, and then he turned it into a website. I thought that was dope. Bringing out Loaded Lux, because Daylight has been ducking Loaded Lux for some years. I thought that was dope.
Calling your bluff, you wanna see me cause you running from
When niggas who
rough.
say they want power, go for script, post a battle, you don't commit.
Just chess. That was chess. And I felt as though the others were just trying to, like, I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know, because a lot of their angles were personal. A lot of their angles were a little below the belt, and they didn't stick to me. A lot of what Joey did stuck to me. It was right. It seemed as though they were hanging on, oh, you Kendrick. So he kept mentioning, yo, y'all keep mentioning Kendrick. We battling. Like, you get what I'm saying? You need an optician to see Ray-Bans. I thought that was dope. Like, people always talk about battle bars. I'm like, was y'all listening to the battle? So songs like The Final, the Spiral Freestyle.
It was a little pup to a canine. It's game time. I ain't green on the defensive. I'm on my Draymond. Empty out the clip on your whole click when I aim.
I thought Joey handled himself extremely well. And that's just me personally. If you feel different, be respectful in the comment section and let me know. I think he had a better strategy and better chess moves than anybody else. Now, I didn't expect him to win. I thought he won big. He took on a lot of worthy opponents. Let's not act like Daylight is a slouch. Let's not act like Ray Vaughn is a slouch because he's new. And that is my 1C winner, is Ray Vaughn.
Okay, what's up? Shut up.
A lot of other people were trying to say, oh, Ray Vaughn's new. Ray Vaughn's new. I don't care if you knew. Nas made Illmatic at 20. That was Nas's first album. Youth don't matter to me. Just because you're new doesn't mean your talent is new. Actually, when it comes to talent, right, being new sometimes could be in your benefit because you could, you got a little bit more energy than the older, right? Of course, with age comes experience. But Joey's never really been in a big battle like this. Ray Vaughn's never been in a big battle like this. So I rate Ray Vaughn at an equal level to anybody out there because I've been watching him. Ray Vaughn low-key beat Simba too. Him and Simba, Ray Vaughn and Simba for a while. I was confusing Ray Vaughn and Simba for a while because I only knew them for great freestyles. I never knew if they had music or a project out. Ray Vaughn just moved past Simba, so he won a battle that nobody even knew he was fighting. But I don't rate Ray Vaughn low. I don't give him an outs because he's new and because he's fresh. Nah, man, I know what he's capable of. Talent don't got nothing to do with that. So if you look at Ray Vaughn from that angle, I'm not giving him an outs to be like, no. And that's why he's my top 3 biggest winners, because he showed up and he proved himself. Some people got him winning, which is totally fine with me. I think he won big.
So speaking for the coast without backup, drop a little 3-track EP and nigga, that's up. See what happened last time I had to be for rapper.
I don't think he lost. I think the only thing that made me even look at him funny was the fact that he was using Top Dog's Entertainment's YouTube to post his videos. That I deduct points from that. Getting real personal about baby mamas and the Diddy angles with the revenge corn, I rate him lower for that. So personally, for what I like out of a battle, I had him getting a lower rating because I didn't like that he was using the Top Dog Entertainment to release his songs, right? There's some things that people just don't want to look at and don't want to talk about because they trying to push their bias. And as you can see, I ain't got no bias here. I love the West Coast. Leave it in the comment section or make a video. I'll pull up to the video. I'll watch you. I'll give you a few clicks. I'll give you a few likes. I'll give you a comment. There was some things that Ray Vaughn did that just were like, but he didn't mess up.
Catch him at the Staples Center, bet you I'm a spark. Goofy, don't let power get your TV turned off.
That was the thing to me. He didn't mess up. To be at the biggest the battle at this time, song after song, everybody dropped the song so fast. What's happening so fast, right? He did not mess up. He didn't lose. He did what he needed to do to catch the win. It's just that he was a little outclassed by the person he should have been outclassed by. Giving him credit because he's new, that's called moving the goalpost. Talent, it don't matter. Nas making Illmatic his first project at 20. I don't want to hear that, oh, he's new, he kept up, even though, no, we're not going to give people training wheels. We're not going to give him training wheels. That man came out, he knew he was new, he had nothing to lose, and he didn't lose. He could have lost. He could have went too left. He could have went too far. You get what I'm saying? And I don't think he did. I think he did what he was supposed to. If you ask me, there is a biggest loser, and there's a video that's coming right after that. But for right now, if you ask me, these are the biggest winner. Kai Cash, Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn. Daylight to me disappointed me, but he didn't lose, right? Daylight, he disappointed me, but he didn't lose. Daylight always has a underlying goal, an underlying message, and I think he achieved that. One of my favorite moments was the beginning of his Word to Mother song that, you know, displayed Drake. I made a video about that already. Make sure you go check it out. It's right here. So Daylight has some good moments for me. And I at the end, when end credits came out, that was my favorite song by Daylight throughout the battle. That's the Daylight I wanted. I wanted the We Built the Pyramids Daylight.
Tight staining each other when we should be hanging together. East Coast versus the West Coast. The clan got their own coats and we ain't want no smoke.
At the end of the battle, he had a goal. I didn't like a lot of his angles. Capital Steez, the Diddy angles. That just wasn't working for me personally. But I think that everybody handled themselves very well. I think it's over 90 tracks. Justin Hunt and Elliot Wilson are doing like a playlist of all the tracks. Man, hip hop won at the end of the day. Of course, the agendas are being pushed. Academics came out and made Kendrick fans now start hating on Joey. It started getting weird, and I'm glad it ended. I don't want to hear no more tracks from Ray Vaughn. Right now, if Joey don't put out an album that's better than The Dollar Menu by Ray Vaughn won. That's how I'm going to call that, and I'm keeping it real. Ray Vaughn still is getting play in my house right now. So, you know, that's just how I looked at the battle. I thought it was fun. Once the agenda started getting pushed, I was out of it, man. I'm an unbiased person. Like I said, New York don't claim me no more. Ever since that Justin video, New York, like he from the South. And every time I went back to New York, I was from the South. Every time they like, oh, you from the South now. Every time I was with the homies going back to New York, oh, you from the South. You from the South. It's crazy. But I learned a lot during this battle. I learned who I can get unbiased, unfiltered opinions from, and I learned who I can't. That, to me, that was one of the biggest losers. I lost a lot of some of my favorite content creators because I just didn't see them being objective, right? I saw them being only objective to one side. They were being very obtuse and very objective to one side only, and it just was nasty, and I don't like watching stuff like that. Me, man, I pride myself on judging hip-hop based upon hip-hop, calling it down the middle. I'm not a Kendrick bot. I just think Kendrick is the best right now. Does Joey deserve a battle with Kendrick? No, but Kendrick is probably definitely going to send him some jabs. But that's not even the goal. I think people are missing the goal. Kendrick is automatically winning because hip-hop is winning. The fact that Kendrick is getting people to rap again and people are breaking down bars, hip-hop is winning again. So that's the overarching goal. That's my raw and unbiased, unfiltered opinion. I got Kai Cash as the winner, man. That Nixon 6 is amazing. Ray Vaughn did really good. I like that. Okay. What's up? Shut up. Like, everybody be talking about slaps and they don't even dance. Y'all don't even dance. You talking about slaps, but you don't even dance. You don't even know how to okay, well, y'all ain't know how to y'all ain't know how to Tommy the Clown it with the crump, and y'all wasn't there. That wasn't watching Stomp the Yard in the house trying to get your moves together. Y'all wasn't even there. But that's my opinion. You get what I'm saying? You can leave your opinion in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about the battle. I thought it was amazing. Like I said, there was no real loser. I feel as though everybody that participated won. Shout out to Mark Saunders. He gave me a shout out in one of his songs. Got him to get in the booth and rap. That made me happy to like get him in the booth and rap, and now he's a part of history. You know, it's dope, man. This is dope. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. I got into back and forth with different content creators online. Some subliminally. Some of them thought I ain't peep, but I peep every subliminal. I don't take them at heart. I don't take nothing at heart. I be in here chilling, laughing, giggling, taking care of my family, having a good time. So, you know, as long as we keep it above the waist, I'm cool with anything, man. And to me, it was just starting to get below the waist when Hitter J3 got in here. AD started making his tweets. It started to get a little bit below the waist, but everybody kept it above the waist. And that's all I'm happy about, man. Nobody is gonna die. Nobody's getting robbed. You know how it be sometimes with all of this stuff. But to me, it was definitely beautiful. Hip-hop won. Again, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. What say you? If you want to donate to the channel, hit this Cash App right here. If you want to join to be a member of this channel, link in the description. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.